Good morning, students. In our last class, we have completed grammar and writing of the lesson The Snake and the Mirror. And students, I have given you the homework to write the descriptive essay as well as to prepare a poster. But no one has written and sent me. And I want you to complete the work in time and I want you to send the homework after watching the class. So try to do your homework in time and I want you to send me by means in time. So today we are moving to the next part of the lesson, that is study skills. So here is a short narration. Read it carefully and make a list of important points, especially with regard to what are facts and what are superstitions. Suggest a suitable title for it. So here they have given a short narration and they are asking us to make a list of important points from this narration and also to find what are facts and what are superstitions, and as well as they are asking us to give the title for this narration. So first we will see what the narration is about. The young doctor married an intelligent and kind girl. He told her the episode of the snake and the mirror. She laughed heartily. He went on talking about cobras and some funny facts related to them. He said to her, "Cobras are the most poisonous, active, and dangerous snakes, but surprisingly, most Hindus worship them. It is funny to know that some women drop eggs and pour milk into the hills where cobras usually reside. It is funny to know what some people believe. Cobras dance to the tunes of charmers. In fact, they have no ears. It is equally humorous to be aware of the fact that most cobra victims go to the charmers instead of the doctors. The charmers enchant some so called mantras, taking some neem leaves into their hands. The cobra victim dies, and they say the victim came late to them. It is funnier to know that some farmers cremate cobras and perform funeral rites as if one of the members of their family died. Are there any other funny stories related to cobras? The young wife inquired. Yes, there are so many stories to tell, but I will tell them tomorrow. The patients may be waiting for me at hospital, the doctor said, and left for hospital in a hurry. So here, what is the story actually? The story is about the doctor. So that young doctor, he married an intelligent and kind girl. And what did he do? He told the episode of the snake and the mirror to his wife. And by listening those that episode, she laughed. And what did he do? He went on talking about cobras and some funny facts. So he was telling to her that cobras are the most poisonous, active, and dangerous snakes. But surprisingly, what some Hindus, but he is telling that though they are dangerous and poisonous, but some Hindus, means most of Hindus, worship them. And also he is telling that it is very funny to know that people will drop some eggs as well as they pour milk into the pot ant hills where cobras reside. And also what he is telling, it is funny to know that people believe that cobras will dance to the tune of charmers, but actually what is the fact? Cobras don't have ears. So, and also if anyone uh, see here, it is equally humorous to be aware of the fact that most cobra victims go to the charmers instead of the doctors. Means suppose if a cobra bites, generally what we will do, we will go to hospital. But most of the people, instead of going to hospital, what they will do, they will go to the charmer. And what the charmer will do, he will enchant some mantras, and he will take some neem leaves into his hand, and by the time the cobra victim will die, and what the charmer will tell, you have brought him late. So it is funny to know that some farmers, even some farmers, what they will do, they will cremate cobras and they perform funeral rites. Means if any person dies, how we will perform the funeral. So in the same way, the farmers, what they will do, they cremate, means they cremate cobras and they will perform funeral rites. So by listening all these things, his wife was asking, are there any other funny story, means funny stories related to cobras? Then what did he say? Yes, there are so many stories, but I will tell you tomorrow, because his patients, as he is a doctor, patients may be waiting for me at hospital, and he said to her like that, and he left for hospital in a hurry. So this is the short narration. So what name we can give? So all these students, I have written it for you. I want you to write them neatly in your notes. So what is the title I have given is Cobras, Some Beliefs Among Hindus. So this is the title which I have given, and see the important points from the narration. First one, an Indian doctor tells his foreign wife about cobras and some beliefs about them. Second, cobras are the most poisonous, active, and dangerous snakes. Third, women offer eggs, milk to cobras. Fourth, people believe cobras dance to the tunes of charmers. Fifth, cobras do not have ears. Sixth, cobra victims go to charmers instead of to doctors. Seventh, some farmers cremate cobras and perform funeral. So these are the points, and I want you to write them neatly in your notes. Now moving to listening part. Your teacher will tell you the story Master of the Game. Listen to it carefully and answer the following questions. So students, I'll tell you the story Master of the Game. So I want you to listen it carefully. Master of the Game. An old man who lived in a small side street in the city of Mumbai had to put up with the nuisance of having boys play cricket outside his house at night. One evening, when the boys were particularly noisy, he went out to talk to them. He told them that he would enjoy boys playing his favorite game, cricket. He said he would give them rupees 25 each week to play in the street at night. The boys were thrilled. They were being paid to do something they enjoyed. At the end of the first week, they knocked at the old man's house and asked to be paid. He did so. The second week, when they asked for payment, he said he had run out of money and sent them away with only 15 rupees. The third week, the man said he had not yet received his pension and gave them only rupees 10. The boys were very disappointed, but there was not much they could do about it. The fourth week, the man said he could not afford to pay them rupees 25 as he had promised, but would give them rupees 5 each week without fail. This was unbearable for the boys. You expect us to play 7 days a week for a measly rupees 5? They yelled. Go to blazes. They stormed away and never played on the street again. So what did you understand from this story? So here, old man, he used to live in a small side street in the city of Mumbai, and he had to put up with the nuisance of what? Boys playing cricket outside his house at night. So what did he do? One evening, when the boys were particularly noisy, he went out to talk to them, and he told that he enjoy boys playing his favorite game, and he said he would give them rupees 25 every week to play in the street at night. When they heard that he will be paying 25, boys were thrilled, and they started playing. So the first week, what did happen? So the first week when they played, the man paid them as he promised 25, he paid them 25. But in the second week, he said that he had run out of money and he paid them only 15 rupees. And later in the third week, he said that he didn't receive his pension and he gave them only rupees 10. But in the fourth week, he said that he could not afford 25 rupees every week, but he said that he will be giving 5 rupees without fail. So it was an unbearable situation for the boys, and the boys shouted, saying that you want us to play 7 days a week for a messily rupees 5. And what did they do? They stopped playing in that street. So this is the story, and here are some questions. Students, this also I have already answered for you. I want you to write them neatly in your notes. So see the first one. What made the old man talk to the boys? First one answer is, the old man lived in a small side street in the city of Mumbai. He had to put up with the nuisance of having boys play cricket outside his house at night. One evening, the boys were particularly noisy. That made the old man talk to the boys. So, this is the first answer. Now, moving to the second question. Why did the boys stop playing cricket in the night outside the old man's house? Why did they stop? Because he was giving only 5 rupees per week. So they are not happy with it and they have stopped, isn't it? So see the answer here. Second one answer. The old man made the children feel they were playing for money by offering money to them. In the beginning, he gave them rupees 25 each week. Later, in the fourth week, he paid only rupees 5 instead of 25. So the boys decided not to play in the street for just rupees 5. So I think you have understood till here. Students, I want you to write your notes, and also I want you to complete that that poster as well as descriptive essay, and I want you to send me without fail, and we'll be continuing the remaining part of the lesson in our next session. Thank you. Have a good day.